For years, Bali and Phuket represented the dream of tropical travel in Asia. They offered beaches, resorts, nightlife, affordability, and the promise of island life that felt both exotic and accessible. Millions of travelers arrived seeking exactly that experience. Backpackers, honeymooners, luxury travelers, retirees, and digital nomads all helped transform these destinations into global tourism success stories. The popularity was well-deserved. Both destinations offered remarkable scenery, vibrant tourism industries, and experiences that created lasting memories for countless visitors. Yet success has a way of changing places. As visitor numbers increased, so did crowds, traffic, development, and the challenges that often accompany rapid tourism growth. Today, many travelers still love Bali and Phuket. But increasingly, some are asking a different question. Where can you still find the atmosphere that made those destinations famous before they became household names? That question is leading travelers toward a new generation of island destinations, places that remain beautiful, relatively uncrowded, and often surprisingly affordable. These islands are not replacing Bali or Phuket. Rather, they are benefiting from a growing desire for alternatives. One destination attracting significant attention is Lombok. Located east of Bali, the island offers many of the landscapes travelers associate with Indonesia, but with a noticeably different atmosphere. Visitors often describe Lombok as feeling calmer and less developed. The beaches remain stunning, yet the pace frequently feels slower and more relaxed. For travelers who love Indonesia but want a different experience from Bali, Lombok has become an increasingly attractive option. It provides familiarity without feeling identical. Another island gaining attention is Siargao in the Philippines. Once known primarily among surfers, it has evolved into one of the country's most talked-about destinations. The appeal extends far beyond surfing. Palm-lined roads, island hopping opportunities, and a laid-back atmosphere have helped create a distinct identity. Many visitors are drawn to the balance. Siargao feels developed enough to be comfortable while still retaining much of its local character. Further west, Langkawi continues attracting travelers seeking a different type of island experience. Malaysia's famous island destination combines beaches, nature, and modern tourism infrastructure. What surprises many first-time visitors is how easy the experience can feel. The island often provides comfort and convenience without some of the congestion found in larger tourism centers. Langkawi also benefits from Malaysia's reputation for value. Many travelers feel they receive a great deal of quality for their budget. Thailand itself is also producing alternatives to Phuket. One of the most frequently mentioned examples is Koh Lanta. Compared with some of Thailand's busier islands, Koh Lanta offers a noticeably different atmosphere. The focus often feels less centered on large-scale tourism and more focused on relaxation. Many visitors appreciate the slower pace. Days feel less rushed, and the island retains a sense of space that can be difficult to find in more crowded destinations. Vietnam is another country experiencing growing interest from island travelers. Phu Quoc has emerged as one of the country's most recognizable island destinations. The island has developed rapidly in recent years. New resorts, infrastructure improvements, and tourism investment have increased its visibility dramatically. Yet many travelers still view it as less crowded than some of Asia's most established island destinations. That perception continues attracting attention. Another Vietnamese island drawing curiosity is Con Dao. Once largely overlooked by international tourism, it is now appearing more frequently in travel discussions. Part of the appeal comes from its atmosphere. Visitors often describe Koh Lanta as feeling more remote and less commercialized than many competing destinations. Indonesia offers another fascinating example in Raja Ampat. Although it appeals to a more specialized audience, its reputation continues growing among travelers seeking extraordinary natural beauty. The region is often associated with some of the world's most impressive marine environments. Images of its islands frequently appear in travel publications and documentaries. The appeal is not necessarily convenience. The appeal is uniqueness. Travelers increasingly seem willing to accept longer journeys if the destination offers something genuinely different. That trend benefits places like Raja Ampat. What connects all of these islands is not geography. They are spread across multiple countries and cultures. What connects them is timing. They are emerging during a period when travelers are increasingly looking beyond the most famous names. Part of this shift is economic. Travel costs have become a more important consideration for many people. Part of it is psychological. Some travelers simply enjoy the feeling of discovering somewhere before it becomes overwhelmingly popular. Social media is accelerating the process. Locations that once relied on word of mouth can now reach millions of viewers within days. A single video, photograph, or travel story can introduce a destination to a global audience. Awareness spreads faster than ever before. The irony is that the same forces helping these islands grow could eventually create the challenges travelers are trying to avoid. Popularity has a habit of changing destinations. Bali and Phuket demonstrate this clearly. Both became famous because they offered something special. Their popularity then transformed them into something different. Not necessarily worse, but certainly different. Many of today's emerging island destinations now stand at a similar point in the cycle. They are becoming more visible while still retaining much of the appeal that attracts early visitors. How long that balance remains is impossible to predict. Tourism growth rarely remains static. What seems certain is that travelers will continue searching for alternatives. As established destinations become busier, interest in lesser-known options naturally increases. This creates opportunities for islands that previously existed outside mainstream travel conversations. Places once overlooked can suddenly find themselves attracting international attention. For travelers, this may be one of the most interesting periods in modern tourism. New destinations are emerging faster than ever before. The next great island destination may already be developing its reputation today. It simply has not reached Bali or Phuket levels of fame yet. And that is why island alternatives are rising across Asia. Travelers are not abandoning Bali and Phuket. They are simply expanding the map.